everybody, how you doing? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dave. I'm 58, semi-retired, single, no kids. I live in a small town, Nevada, Iowa, located 8 miles east of Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State University. Ames is located about 30 miles north of our capital, Des Moines, Iowa. Welcome to my video series on my journey into the Doordash delivery gig. There are literally thousands of Doordash delivery videos up on YouTube, but I hope to offer a slightly unique perspective as I am not in a major metropolitan area, but rather central Iowa. We've all seen the video on how to make $1,000 a week, but that's usually in major metropolitan areas, and let's face it, some of these guys are just professional vloggers. Doordash is not the business, it's the YouTube videos that get them the views and the revenue. I'm just looking for some part-time work that'll supplement my income and bolster my lawn mowing business and my paper route business and my seasonal work with UPS. Okay, you've got the app downloaded. Let's take a look around. But first, a quick note. After you have completed your very first delivery, you'll receive a text message from Doordash, and then you respond, and then they will mail you what they call an activation kit. This kit contains an insulated tote bag and what they call the red card. The red card is essentially a one-time use credit card that you use to pay for orders at merchants that require prepayment. Once you activate the red card, those orders will appear on your screen as offers. Until you activate the red card, you will not see those orders. I'll get more into the red card after I've had mine activated and see if it's actually in use in this area. Alright, so let's open the app and take a look at what we see. The blue dot, just like in any map, is your current location. I am at home in Nevada, Iowa. It's about 5 a.m. To the west, we see a border drawn around Ames, and it is gray right now. Not a lot of Doordash activity. We also see the same thing a little further west. Boone, Iowa, has a gray border around it. Not a lot of activity. Down to our south, we have the various zones in Des Moines. Des Moines itself is very busy at this time. We have the bell icon. That's where Doordash sends you notifications, usually just kind of daily tips and tricks, if you know what I mean. Then we have the chat bubbles. This is a direct link to the customer that you are currently serving. This is kind of cool, a direct line to the customer. The promos button. This will let you know when there's extra pay being provided other than the base pay during exceptionally busy times. Click that and check it. If you're a brand new DoorDasher, not a whole lot is offered, but it will increase as you increase your deliveries. Top left-hand corner, we have the 3-dash hamburger menu. Let's get into that. Dash highlighted in red just exits the menu and brings you back to the main screen. Click on Schedule. First thing that you might want to do is come over to here, what I call the equalizer menu, and click on that. Here you will see all the delivery zones in your pretty much immediate area. There's 60 of them here. It might even be statewide. I'm not sure. It seems to be covering Iowa pretty good. I had a lot of these unchecked, didn't want them to clutter up the screen, but apparently when I rebooted the phone or logged out and then logged back in, they all check marked again, so apparently that's just the default. But hey, you know what, if you're cruising through an area and you might need a little money, a little scratch money, and you see that you're in a zone, hey, do a dash. Once you're there, you can do it. Earnings, pretty self-explanatory. That's where you can see what you made down to the delivery. We'll get into that more after I make my first deliveries. Ratings, again, pretty simple. This is where the ratings customers will leave you that you can then see. Account details, that's where all your information is stored. Red card, this is where you access to activate your red card. Settings, just your general settings. Specifically, what map are you using? Most people will use Google Maps, but Waze is also available. And of course, the log out button, pretty standard fare. Back on the main screen, we're looking at the map again, and you can see up here it's about 5:30 in the morning. Down at the bottom here, you see a red schedule button. Clicking on that brings this page up where you can change the parameters of your start time and your end time of a block of time that you wish to schedule, that you wish to reserve. And then click Save Dash. In this example that came up by default, it's 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. You've reserved a slot. They know that. They're counting on you, so you need to be in your delivery area at that scheduled time. You must be within the border of a delivery zone in order for offers to come up. When you get to that zone and actually eclipse that zone, then at the bottom you will have Dash Now. Click Dash Now and wait for the orders to come in. As I'm creating and editing this video, it's about 5:30 p.m., about 12 hours later, and this is what we see on the home screen now. As you can see, there is a navigate button. I think this is just a direct connection to your map service, and when I've clicked it before, it has my location as the starting point, and then a destination that I've never been at. I don't know why it's there, but you can change that, I guess. So anyway, it's just a direct link to your map service. Now, I'm not really sure why the schedule button switches to a navigate button, unless that just for the first few hours of each day, they make that handy for you to get to. And if all you see is the navigate button, then we have to go to the hamburger menu, click on that, then to the schedule button, and then you can click on the delivery zone and change the parameters to reserve a time block. Note that next to it you see in parentheses next day, but this is actually the current time and the current day, so I'm not sure what that means, to be honest with you. Back on the main screen, we see here that the border around Ames is gray. That means there's not a lot of activity. Here it has turned pink. There is some activity. Some people are calling up some food. And here we see it is very busy. A nice shade of red. If you go to the hamburger menu and then go back to the settings that we saw earlier, you will see that there are promotional push settings notifications. I have mine turned on. It has been going crazy all afternoon as I've been editing this video. Things are rocking and rolling, people are starving, and Doordashes are needed in Ames. These notifications will trigger the notification sound on your phone, and then you'll see them in the drop-down menu when you swipe down from your phone. However, they are not an actual text message, it's just through the app. So we jump over to the map here and we take a look at Ames in kind of a close-up. You can see it's blood red, a lot of demand. You see very busy plus $1. That means $1 is added to the base pay for every delivery that you make. So then as a test, I just clicked the promo button up there, and here is the list of what's going on and what the promotional fees are right now. Just seconds ago, as I'm editing this video, I took a screenshot of Boone, which is about 25 miles to the west of me. Things are really rocking there. Look at that. $2.50 added to the base pay. I think I'm going to be spending some time in Boone. Boone has a population of around 12,000 as I understand it. Not a very widespread town. You can get just about anywhere in just a few minutes. They do have a Casey's convenience store, and Casey's has some of the best convenience store pizza there is out there, but they do not offer delivery in Boone. Some places do. We have one store here in Nevada that does offer delivery from the Casey store. So anyway, I mean, that's where I had 2 orders the other day. So like I said, I just might be spending some more time in Boone. Alright, gonna wrap this video up. It got a little bit longer than I thought. Every tutorial video I make is longer than I think. These guys that can do it in 3 minutes, I don't know how they do it. I hope I've given you enough information that you might find useful if you're thinking about door dashing. Alright, next time up, let's make some deliveries. We're finally gonna get that video up. Alright guys and gals, thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.